Alright guys, it's time to finish Alfyn's Chapter 3 once and for all. How's it going everybody? Thanatos Kyra here. Today I'm bringing you another episode of Octopath Traveler. In the last episode we continued on with Alfyn's Chapter 3, making it through the Rivera Woods and encountering some quite hard-hitting enemies. But we managed to pull through and we now stand at the doorsteps of Alfyn's Chapter 3 boss, Miguel himself. Our equipment is all good. We have learned all of our divine skills. So, I think we'll be ready. We're as ready as we'll ever be. All we gotta do is heal ourselves up, restore our SP a little bit, and we should be good to go. Not gonna lie, I'm actually quite nervous for this boss fight, because Alfyn's Chapter 3 boss is one of, if not the hardest boss in the entire game. Especially if you are actually at the recommended level, which we essentially are. So, it's gonna be a tough one, guys. We gotta prepare ourselves here.
Miguel!
There's the bastard.
Alfyn. Fancy meeting you here. The brat wouldn't shut up, so I stuck him one to give him something to really cry about. You low-down pile of filth! Move aside and let me see the boy's wound. Not another bleeding step. As pleased as I'd be to see you fix up me golden goose. Something tells me you're just going up and sneak away with him. The boy could die. And what of it if he does? I've got 4 mouths to feed back at home. I thought it was 3. Huh. Whoops. I should learn to keep me stories straight.
Was this man ever telling us the truth?
You actually believed I had a bloody family? I don't even know where my next meal is coming from. You're so sodding gullible, it almost moves me to tears. But I owe you one, Alfyn. Thanks to you, I'm able to get back to honest work.
As if we needed more reason to cut this guy down where he stands. What does Alfyn have to say about all this?
I give. This is my fault for fixing you. But that's why I'm gonna set things right. By my own hand. Step aside, Miguel!
Sure that's smart, Alfyn? I stretch the truth from time to time. I wasn't lying about being a mercenary. Miguel Twinspears has killed 100 men if he's killed a dozen. Soldiers, mind you, not mollycoddles toting a bag full of weeds. None of your potions or bandages will patch you up when I'm done with you.
Alright, here we go. A fight against Miguel Twinspears. He's going to increase his actions per turn to 2, and from then on, we're on our own. Alright, the first thing we absolutely have to do is reduce this guy's physical attack. We cannot let him get all of the damage on us. Alright, so, as far as I remember, he's weak to swords. He might also be weak to bows, but I'm not quite sure.
Letting the hunt begin.
Let's try a rain of arrows on him. Alright, good. He is weak to bows. Alright, we've already broken him too. All the better for us, really.
Letting the hunt begin.
Alright, so let's actually reduce his physical attack further.
First, weakening the
We need as many turns as we can get on that debuff.
Battle is truly joy.
Alright, let's have a stout wall with Ulbrich
Stand firm.
to increase his physical defense even further.
My turn.
And then Therion can give us some hired help.
Someone.
to give everybody a boost to physical defense.
Bring it on.
And we're going to have Alfyn use... Let's have Alfyn concoct something. Let's see. We could all use some extra BP next turn, because I'm really looking to get a max shackle foe on Miguel next turn. So, we're going to get a Soothing Dust with an Essence of Pomegranate.
Try this.
Alright, now all we have to do is brace ourselves, because this man's going to get 2 attacks on us. Or just 1. Ugh. Nice dodges by Theron. He dodged both of those attacks. Alright, he switched his weaknesses. We're going to have to find these out again. I'm pretty sure he's weak to daggers now, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, that's great.
Here we go.
Alright, and now he should be weak to spears. Alright, looks like we've blinded him. And we've broken him again.
Letting my arrow fly and true.
Alright, let's do an Armor Corrosive on him. And let's abide with Olberic. It's not the ideal setup, but we need to focus on getting that damage down to manageable levels before we really do anything. So the most we're going to be able to do this turn is get a Brand's Thunder out with Olberic. Alright, let's get a Max Tired Help out here. That should be up to 8 turns of increased physical defense for the entire party. Alright. It's time for another Brand's Thunder.
I wreak havoc upon thee!
12,000 damage. I'll take it.
What next?
Alright. Honnet will need to do a Max Shackle Foe here.
Back nothing. First, weakening the prey.
Alright, he should be good
Bring it on.
with the debuffs. So now, Alfyn can hit him with an Empoison.
Let's get down to work. Pick your poison.
Alright, now he's going to be poisoned for 8 turns as well.
Letting my arrow
Alright,
fly
Honnet now
and
has
true.
Patience. Is there anything else we can do? I don't think so, but I want to see if there's anything I can do before we move on. I can't steal anything from him. We do have a couple of beasts that we can use later in the fight, but for now it doesn't look like we can do much of anything. Let's see. We can use a Take Aim, although it won't really do much for us, at least not until we break him next. We can Leg Hold Trap him, but that might not be the wisest move, because I don't know if we're equipped to take 2 attacks from him consecutively. Honnet could use some more HP, so we'll do an HP
Small
thief.
blade cut a steel.
Alright, great, that'll bring her up to full. Alright, Miguel will change his defenses again, and now we have another set of weaknesses to discover. Alright, what could he be weak to this time? Well, we've already tried daggers, we've already tried bows and swords. The only thing we haven't tried yet is axes. Fortunately, Therion can't use axes yet. We can't collect from this guy either? Really? Alright, is there anything we can do? Well, we do have these bandits that we can probably use. There we go. Alright, so we have axes on him.
Letting my arrow fly and true.
We've got quite a bit of them, too. And that second serving kicking in, always nice.
Coming, if thou darest.
Alright, we can probably break Miguel next turn, but that'll mean we'll have to deal with his attacks again. I don't know if we're ready to do that. So I think I'll break him now. Have Therion use an Armor Corrosive. And then have Alfyn and Olberic both abide for next turn.
Here goes nothing.
Alright, so let's abide with Alfyn.
I'll save my strength.
Have at you!
Let's abide with Olberic.
Out of my way.
Alright, what can Therion do right now? We can try out an Eber's Reckoning. Let's see how this goes. Alright, Eber. Time to do your stuff. 7,000 damage. Great job, Therion. Alright, is there anything we can do? Honnet looks like she could use some more SP, so we'll take a Steel SP for now. That's 84 SP stolen.
Have at you!
Alright, time for another Brand's Thunder.
Dison, I wreak havoc upon thee!
Another 12,000 damage for Olberic.
Here goes nothing.
Alright, Alfyn.
Let's get
Time
down
to make the
work.
most out of that Bear Cleaver. It's time for an amputation. Hit 8,000 damage. Nice. He's going to change his defenses again. Nice dodge by Therion there, but as you can see, he's doing a lot of damage. And it looks like he's activated his boost mode, increasing his actions per turn to 5. That's insane. Alright, looks like we're gonna have to break him as soon as we can, really. Alright, looks like Alfyn's gonna have to heal the party. We're all missing out on quite a bit of HP.
Letting my arrow fly and true.
Alright, Honnet's gonna need to boost, because otherwise I don't think we'll be able to break him.
Have at you.
Alright, Ulbrich can do that.
Here we go.
And then we'll wait till next turn before we actually break him for real.
Nothing.
Alright. We're almost done with this boss fight, surprisingly. Alright, we're gonna do an Armor Corrosive.
Have at you.
We're gonna abide with Ulbrich once more.
Letting my arrow fly and true.
Alright, next Honnet can use a take aim here, boost our critical attack rate.
Coming.
Alright, is there anything Honnet can do right now? Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like there's anything Honnet actually needs to do. So we're just going to attack regularly. Therion can't steal anything, surprisingly. Yeah, we can't steal and we can't collect from him either. Alright, so anything we can do then? You know what? Let's try out an Ever's Reckoning again.
Are you?
Alright.
Time to steal the show.
Alright, 8,000 damage and he's down. And that's it for Miguel. Therion and Alfyn are both level 36. And we get Miguel's spear, which is honestly a relief, because we do need more good spears around here. We absolutely owned this guy. That was an incredibly good performance. Even if I do say so myself. Serves you right, Miguel. Are you okay? Still alive, at least. Thank the gods. He's still breathing. Sit tight now.
That'll do her.
That should do for now. But there ain't no time to waste. Need to get him someplace dry and treat the wound properly. A few days later.
But that's wonderful.
Looks like he's awoken from his sick bed. My dearest Timothy, I promise I'll never let you go. Ever, ever again.
Mother?
Yes? What is it, my boy?
Huh?
Who was that man who saved me? Alright, that's Alfyn's Chapter 3 boss fight. But it looks like Alfyn's pride is mortally wounded. And honestly, I don't blame him. He's going to be thinking that one over for a couple days. Or perhaps years. So you're leaving this place?
That's right.
Those who were sick are now well. My work here is done. Let me ask you something.
Sure.
Make it quick.
You know,
By saving a robber's life, I put an innocent boy's in danger. And in the end, I gave in. Did what I had to. And bloodied my own hands. If I had to do it over, what could I have done differently? Was I too naive to do what I did? My mind goes in circles, and I still can't find the answer. Life is nothing but a series of choices. Our job's the same. We have to decide what's worth keeping and what should be thrown away. You made a poor choice. It's that simple. There was a time when I was as indiscriminate as you.
It was 10 years ago, when I started practicing my craft. I was living with my wife in a tiny village. One day, a wanted criminal came to our home. He had evaded his captors, but at great cost. His wounds were dire. I knew what he was, and still I took him into my home and tended to him. I believed, much like you do, that every life was worth saving. With each passing day, his condition improved. I was filled with pride for my skills and joy for my patient's recovery. Then one day, I went off into the woods to gather ingredients for a potion. I returned to find my wife on the floor, unrecognizable, in a pool of her own blood. I had no choice but to accept the truth. I saved the wrong life. I left my village behind and wandered from town to town. Ever since then, I treat only those I choose to treat. And save only those lives that deserve to be saved. Those hands of yours can shape the world. Think before you use them. There was another who practiced his craft the way you do.
I just don't know. I still don't have the answer. What would you have done? If you're out there, can you send me some kind of message? Anything at all.
And so Alfyn left Saint's Bridge behind, his heart once brimming with confidence, weighing heavy and hollow in his chest. Was I wrong to believe what I believed? What would you have done? He called out to the man who once saved him, but to no avail. His steps unsure, he set out for Orwell in the Clifflands. And so that brings an end to Alfyn's Chapter 3. Possibly the most somber chapter in the entire game. I don't think any other chapter in this game ends off quite so sadly. Regardless, the next time we meet in Saint's Bridge, we will be heading off to Wellspring in the Sunlands to go start Ulberic's Chapter 3. From then on, we'll move on to Therion's Chapter 3 in the same town, and then we'll make the long trek up to Still Snow in the Frostlands to go finish off Honnet's Chapter 3. And then, we'll start off with all the Chapter 4s, but those are still a ways away. Regardless, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Octopath Traveler, and I hope you guys will stay tuned for the next one. But until then, have a great day, and take care.